Hey guys, it's Casey here, or Inspire Change for You. This is a part 2 to my update last night. I was really exhausted last night and just wanted to kind of make something because I didn't think I'd have time to make anything today, but I do. And I kind of wanted to get this out there before next week when I forget what it is that I wanted to talk about this week. So, this week I did have a 1 pound gain, like I said last night, 265 to 266. And like I said, I know why I had it, and that's something that I've kind of come to a realization this week, is that usually what I do is during the week I try to be spot on with my exercising and my eating, and I don't allow myself any freedoms usually during the week. I just try to, stick to it by the book. And then during the weekends, I, allow myself to maybe have something sweet or, eat something that maybe I wouldn't normally, whatever. It's never a matter of really overeating because that's not really possible with the band. It's usually just a matter of poor food choices. And so, what? Okay, that's fine. So, sorry. It inevitably happens. Someone has to come and disrupt my train of thought. So anyways, after last week when I came at 265 on Thursday with my update, then by Monday I was up to 269. So, usually I'm maybe like a pound, pound and a half, 2 pounds at the most heavier by Monday from the weekend. And when I saw 269, I just wanted to throw up. I couldn't believe I had done myself such a huge disservice by putting 4 pounds on over that 4-day period. So I decided that I'm not helping myself, I'm hurting myself when I do that. And so we're just going to have to cut that out for the most part. Which is why, like I said, I was 266 and I wasn't surprised by it. Today I'm 265, going back in the right direction. Something that's kind of been I try to keep in my mind was VSG Tanya answered one of the proof weight loss surgery works questions, and it was about what's different when you reach goal or something like that. And she said basically that nothing changes. You don't hit goal and then go back to the way you were. You are still eating healthy. You are still exercising and just maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So it's not like you're working and then you're going to stop once you hit goal. You're still doing it. And that really has, stuck with me because I don't know what I thought before, but it's true. I'm going to always eat healthy. I'm going to always have to exercise, and their lifestyle changes. A couple of the things that I have incorporated in my lifestyle that I don't even think about anymore really are exercise and then not eating or not drinking soda. It's just not part of my life anymore. Something that I've realized that just recently, I didn't even think about it, but bread, potatoes, stuff like that, I don't even desire anymore. And if I do say, oh, let me take a bite of that roll or whatever it is, I don't even like it. So that's something else that I've conquered. Now, something I need to conquer is sweets, because I kind of seem to get rid of all those things, and I wasn't a sweet eater before. Now, all of a sudden, I've been craving sweets like crazy. So my plan of action to kind of get over those is when I was home, I had my blender, and I was able to make smoothies. I drank like 1 smoothie a day. They were filling. I put Greek yogurt in it, so I was getting, I think, like 10 grams of protein for a shake, and maybe it was like 200 calories or something like that. So those were really good, numbers. And it kind of took the edge off of wanting anything sweet. So I'm going to go and buy a blender while I'm here, something that's just going to be, I'm going to have to travel with it, and start having smoothies, and hopefully that'll help. Either way, I've really got to get that under control because that was part of this weekend that was so bad. As far as exercise goes, I have restarted my Couch to 5K. I had tried doing it when I was like 3 310 or 315, somewhere up there. And it was really, really hard. It was hurting my joints, and I decided that I just needed to get some more weight off before I could do that. And so I restarted it, did week 1, made it through it. I have technically completed week 2, although I'm still going to be doing that the rest of this week. And hopefully by next week I'll be able to breeze through week 3. That was where I started getting stuck last time around. I'm not, I don't have the mindset that I have to do it week by week by week. If I get stuck on a week, then I'm just going to take my time with it until I can get there. And hopefully by the time my 2 5K runs come up, I'll be ready to do them. I still have a few more months to get there. So I'm excited about that. So I'm doing the cardio regularly, and it feels great. I really have enjoyed doing it. And then during the day, I've been trying to do some toning exercises. My plan was to do a body shot, but apparently my iPad isn't loading things up, so I'm still having to do this on my phone. And in order to put my phone where you guys can see me and I'm not having to kill my arm to hold it, it's up really high, so I can't really show you guys much of a body shot. But I am attempting to do toning throughout the day. Like I said, I think a couple weeks ago during commercial breaks of TV, I'm, use that as opportunities to do some toning. I'm doing sit-ups and push-ups and some yoga moves that are strengthening my shoulders and my arms. What else? Just anything I can think of. Anything that's going to tone and tighten some of this. I still have my inner tube around my stomach. I wish I could get rid of that. It would make such a huge difference in the way my body looks. But it's still there. That'll probably be the last thing that I actually lose. But I've noticed while I'm losing weight is that my arms, and I probably can show you guys that, is that they are starting to get kind of flabby here. And so I've been working really hard on trying to tone that up. So hopefully by the time I get down to where I want, I'll be a little more happy if I'm toning along the way. As far as my restriction level goes, this last fill really was a difference between all the other fills that I had before. It has kind of lasted, even though I do have very, very loose days. For the most part, I'm still pretty restricted. I can eat what would be like a meal. I can eat like half of that, which is still more than I think technically I should be eating. So I did find a doctor in Georgia. If anyone is ever looking for a doctor near Atlanta area to do a fill, I called a whole bunch of them and got different answers, like they don't take new patients, or you have to have had the lap band for a year, or it's going to cost you $1,500 just to transfer to our office and then pay for your fills. Dr. Charles Ferguson, and he's from LaGrange, Georgia. I called them up and they're going to get me in there next week for my fill, and it's $100. So I was really excited because I thought I wouldn't be able to get in for a fill while I'm down here. And like I said, I do have some restriction. I still have, decent restriction. I'm just hoping I can get just a little bit more fluid in there to just kind of top it off and make my portions just a little bit smaller, and I think I'll be good, and hopefully that'll last for a while. Last night we went to dinner with some friends, and I was having chicken and broccoli and cheese casserole. And I mean, if you guys have had broccoli and cheese casserole, it's like the broccoli's pretty much ground up and then you have like little rice in it. I don't know what happened, but this is the first time people talk about peeing, productive burping, and sliming, and I have never ever had a real issue with that, because my band hasn't been tight and I am conscious about how much food I put in my mouth and chewing, and I guess I was just talking too much and not paying attention or something, and I took a bite and I could feel it. Now, I have had times where I feel it, but I usually just sit up straight and whoop, it just goes right through. Well, last night I feel it and I'm sitting up straight and I'm just, trying to relax and just let it go through, and it is not moving. And I feel like I can't breathe, and people that don't know that I have had surgery, and so I'm not going to be like, oh, it's stuck, and I'm just sitting there trying to listen and act as normal as possible, probably for about 3 minutes. And what happens is when that gets stuck, your body starts producing this mucousy saliva stuff, which to me just made it worse because it's like pushing on it. And I almost felt like I was going to pass out. Like I was like, ooh, it was just weird. I had never experienced that. And I said, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. And I jumped up and I went to the bathroom, and my reaction, what my body wanted to do, was to make it come out. But it's got all this mucus and stuff, so I just kind of, coughed, and it was like the movement you make when you start to throw up, and like I got, a couple big, sorry, it's gross, globs of slimy mucus spit out. And then once that came out, then it just went down and I was fine. So I still haven't had anything come back up. Just give me a second. And so fortunately I still am good, but when that happened, I knew I still have a lot of restriction, and kind of made me happy in a weird way. So I think that's pretty much everything that I wanted to tell you guys. I hope this hasn't been too boring, and hopefully I can load it up because I'm not doing it again if it doesn't work. So until next week, I hope everyone is doing great, and take care.